After months and months of waiting, the WoodMaxx Sawmill has arrived. You see the sun is out right now, but when me and the Old Dominion truck driver was unloading it, it was a frog choking rain. Sorry for the camera, it's just panning around. There's up at the top is the, I'm assuming is the lift point, that little ring right there. It came with one pallet under it. Not sure, seemed to me it should have had two, but and it may have been in the middle at one time. They make a longer pallet, and it probably should have been on a longer pallet. But that's it. I will not be able to go today and unpack it. I am taking it to the place on the river that we have, on the Sepulga River, and set it up there. I'm close to how I got the place leveled off, and we'll do that maybe tomorrow, maybe this weekend, but if I can stand it that long. But there it is, the WoodMaxx Sawmill in a crate on my trailer, and I'm happy. Okay, so this is step one of a YouTube video we're gonna do of setting up a WoodMaxx Sawmill. There's the old Kubota, and we leveled it out with the Kubota. We son Zach, and we got it level, and then we're gonna let it rain on it a couple of times and let it see what it's gonna do, and then we're gonna bring just a little gravel in, and then we're gonna put these boards that WoodMaxx said 2x8s by 40 inches long, and they said nail them, but we screwed them, and put two together. And there's the other stack of them. There's 9 of them by the chicken coop, chicken yard. And we're gonna set up a sawmill right here. I'm gonna have to bank that where the water won't run down there and there. But I had kind of unlevel ground. I live on the Sepulga River, which is down in that hole right there. Pretty good sized river. A small river. Some people might call it a big creek. And then on this side we have a little branch down there, probably 5-6 inches deep average, probably 2 or 3 feet wide average. So that's, you know, there's no level ground. I got level, halfway level on the garden right there, and there's just no level ground here. So we're making our own level spot, temporary till we get to the Appalachian Mountains where I planned on retiring. But this is a sawmill to cut some timber, so we will have timber boards to build in the mountains when we go to the Appalachians. So this is one of the first steps, other than I've been acquiring tools and whatnot. So yeah, there's Zach, always eating. You'd think he'd be like 3 times that large, as much as he eats, but if y'all got teenagers, you know. Well, that's it for right now. I will add to this as we go along. This is the unboxing of the WoodMaxx SM26E sawmill. I'm not sure about the model number. It's the only one they make as of now. They may plan on making another one. Came in this crate. Pretty sufficient to protect it because it was beat up a little bit. Not bad. I think the main thing was pointed out earlier. It had this one pallet under it, and that could have been the trucking company. Lifted up and set it on that because it has double 2x4s up under it, which is, you know, they thought it out. So we'll continue unboxing it and go from there. So got more off of it. According to the website, it comes with a 14 horse Kohler engine, automatic waterer right here, and this jug comes out of its tray. You walk around here, so you can lift it out without and fill it without, if you don't have a hose or something handy. So it just comes right out. It's automatic. Once you turn it on, it's connected to the throttle. When it's at idle, it doesn't drip coolant on the blade, but when you throttle it up, it starts automatically dripping. That was important to me. I've seen so many sawmill videos as I was looking, and they would either forget to turn it on or forget to turn it off, and then they would go back and do it later. I did order the electric start. It was $250 more. The sawmill is $39.50. With the electric start, it was $4,200. I got, while I was ordering, I went on and got free shipping on these 2 boxes of blades. I believe it's 5 to a box, 10 extra blades. Metal, I think. It came with one carbon steel blade, which is the better blade of the 2, but I figured when I was trying it out and everything, I'd go with the cheaper blades until I get a hang of it, and then I plan on ordering a automatic sharpener, maybe later a tooth setter. So we'll continue. Okay, so I'm working on the foundation for the footings or the track that the sawmill runs on, and they called for those cross members, 2 by 8 by 40 inches screwed together on both ends. So I did that exactly how they said, and to put that on a level piece of ground. Well, I live on the river. Right over that hump is the river. There is a low spot dropping down to the garden, and there's a creek back there. So, and then the house is behind me, so there's really no level ground enough to move stuff around. I could have went to the garden, and it's got a pretty good slope on it. Not I had to really dig out with the box blade on the tractor. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to mess my garden spot up. Did a lot of work hauling in, amending the soil, so I chose this location. They didn't call for these 4x4s. I originally was going to put 6x6 treated, but when I went to the store and they wanted, oh my gosh, for a 16 foot, it was $60-something for one. Needed 2, and then I needed an 8-foot piece. So that would have been $150-something probably, tag, or more. So I chose the 4x4s instead. That didn't cost me but a little under half that, and I put these straps on it on the inside there and outside, excuse me, and the inside there. Same thing down here. I staggered the 16-footer, so I'm going to get a little more stability. Fill all that in with sawdust, and I have, this is going to be almost level. Get here. So I did it this way, one, because I didn't have any level ground. I didn't want to build up. I wanted to be able to roll the log off the ground with a short ramp onto the sawmill without any lifting. Now I realize some people are going to say, oh, you're going to have to lift all those boards off the sawmill. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to try this out. I may build a trailer later on. They don't offer a trailer for WoodMaxx, so I'm not going to use this trailer. But I may have a trailer built for it. Order another set of track where I could just you see those lifting points on there. That ring there, and then there's another ring, that ring, and then there's the other ring right there. So that, I figure I could lift it up with a kind of a gantry train. I want to mount some poles here, and then be able to come over here with the gantry crane, excuse me, hoist, and just move it from there to here, where I can back my trailer in, and just mount it on the trailer. So that's the plans. I got to finish screwing these down. And then I don't have any long screws here at the river. We're 12 miles from the nearest hardware. Don't live here. This is kind of our vacation home. Used to live here. So I don't keep a lot of stuff here. I keep some, but been broken into one time. That workshop back there was broken into, but I got him with the trail cam. I highly recommend a trail cam if you're not around. Well, even if you, I got one at our home about an hour from here. So, but I got about 3 trail cams here, and I can catch pretty much anybody. The guy came up from the river on a boat and worked for 3 days and hauled off. I'd taken most of all my equipment, so he didn't get a lot of tools and stuff, but he did get some stuff. But he's in jail now, where he belongs, and I doubt I'll get restitution, but that's another story. This is my progress on the WoodMaxx foundation bed. Hey YouTube, just wanted to show y'all my lunch for the day. Putting our WoodMaxx together. A kind of overly ripe banana, a Nature Valley peanut butter granola chocolate bar, which the first I've had is actually pretty good, and you can't beat Jack Link's bacon jerky hickory smoke, and a little water. That is our lunch for today. Pretty good. Here's where we've got so far. We've got it turned over. We're in the process of leveling it now. Keep the track from rolling while you're not operating it. Okay. I have finally leveled all the feet. WoodMaxx says to level the 2 end bunks. Run a string, measure from the string to the bottom of the rail and have it the same on both ends, and then bring your middle feet up, which brings the rails up to the same height as the ends. I also have the backstops put on and the log dogs. Hey YouTube, how's my helper? We had sitting on that pallet right there. Last time we came, we just unloaded it off the trailer, and we did a chain fall from that tree right there. They use on motors. He picked it right on up, no problem, one-handed. So then we picked up this boom the other day for $100. Didn't know if it was gonna hold, but it did fine. 500 something pounds. So there's our WoodMaxx Sawmill set on the tracks. Now we still gotta put the end stops on, things to keep the track from jumping off. I mean the mill from jumping off the tracks, and we gotta let me see here. We gotta straighten the tracks up. They're a little off. They've got some crooks in it. We just gotta square it and straighten it. It's already been leveled, so we'll be back in a little bit. We're gonna cut this yellow pine and we're gonna saw it. First tree to go on the mill. We'll get the tractor and pull it out of that little water oak, and we'll be set to go cut logs. This is my log measuring stick, and it's 5 foot, so it'll fit anywhere. It won't be a bulky 8 foot 6 inches long. So I made a mark here at 5, and then come to the mark, come again to here. That's 8 foot 10, and then if I want it a little shorter for different species, I know just eyeball it. And then if I want a 10 foot length, I add 2 foot from the big end. 12 foot, I add another 2 foot, and so on until I get to 16 foot and 6 inches. So it'll work like this. I'll dig in on, 5 foot, and so I know that's 5 foot, and right there is 5 foot, and 8 foot 10 inches. So I'll probably come in with my saw right here and cut 8'6". Okay, YouTube, this is the first log on the WoodMaxx Sawmill, and it's a shortleaf pine, which is in the southern yellow pine family. Got a lot of these. They make good dimensional lumber, especially 2x and 4x and stuff, but constructional lumber. So I'm going to cut this one in to whatever I can get out of it. We'll see what the can is first, and then we'll see what we can get out of it. I gotta have some stickers, but we got 14-inch butt, and we got 2 more logs, probably 3 more logs at least, and maybe a fifth one, 4 more. So I think it's good. YouTube. Just finished the first log. Had to do quite a bit of adjusting. My blade actually came off one time. I guess I didn't have it tensioned enough. And then we had a lot of issues with the throttle. I still don't believe I've got it throttled all the way up, but I'm close. And I've had an 8-inch, a little over 8-inch cant, 8 by almost 8.5. So I did that because I wanted to allow for the kerf. So I've got what, 8, sure enough 2x4s, not this stuff you buy at the lumber yard. It's green and it's quite a bit heavier right now, but My son's coming around with some concrete blocks. We're gonna air dry it right in here and set that up. At the top of the tree, I'm gonna cut some 4x4s to lay across the blocks, and then another set of 4x4s every 2 feet, and I think that should give me a good base. It may be overkill, but I want to try to get as straight of lumber as I can. So I'm off to get another log. is a pretty crooked log, as you can see. It's got a good bend to it. 12 footer. I'm thinking about coming in at 4 foot this end, cutting that off. I need some 4x4s to stack my lumber on, to run cross beams and then to start stacking my lumber. Easiest thing to do would bought some 4x4s, but that's defeating the purpose of the WoodMaxx Sawmill. So I got a nice stack. It's about 4 1x4s. The rest of them are 2x4.